Good morning from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Friday. That means it's trash day. And it's sunny, 90 degrees already. Probably not even 10 a.m. yet. But today is trash day, and I've got some special trash that I want to share with you guys. On the way from Florida, my sister stopped by like a, I don't know, factory outlet, strip mall with all kinds of stuff, blah, 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 blah. But she got me some new shoes. So I am retiring these shoes, which I've had since 2004. And I remember getting these. These were a gift from an old friend back in Peoria. But in 2004, I ran the petition drive to put the Libertarian candidates on the ballot. We needed basically 50,000 signatures on petitions, and you had 90 days to do that. And that was my job, to run that petition drive and to also go out and get signatures. And I got like 3,300 signatures myself. If you've ever done that kind of work, you need good shoes. So I had a friend buy me some good shoes, and so I got these in 2004. These are Skechers, and yeah, the toes are gone. So these, time to retire these. And then these are just some Adidas tennis shoes. I'm not being paid, obviously I'm not being paid by them. But yeah, the toes have come out on those. So it's time to retire my shoes. And my sister got me a couple pairs. These are Skechers. And you know, I had such good luck with this pair. These are the ones I wore the most often, and they lasted like 14 years. So she went ahead and stuck with the same brand of Skechers. Again, this is not an advertisement for them. If they want to send me some free shoes or something, I'll take it. But so these are more, I don't know, more like tennis shoe-y things. But these will be great. These are going to be my new Skechers. And one thing that I found was very interesting is the tread design is exactly the same. You know, the one of them's worn out after 14 years, but yeah, just I found that fascinating. They stuck with the same tread design. So I am looking forward to my new shoes and these. Thank you for your 14 years of service, but it's time for you to be retired. Alright, that was probably a stupid update, but hey, I'm retiring shoes after 14 years. You know, it's kind of personal. Alright, off to get busy. First on the agenda today is to plant the rest of these gladiolas. There was way more than 100 in that box, I think. I I just lost count. At first, they came in these bags, and when I first opened it up, I thought there were 3 bags. So I thought, okay, there's like 33, 35 in each bag. But no, there were 4 bags, and there were still like 30 in each bag. So I don't even know how many I planted, but I'm going to plant these. Let's go take a look where. And I'm out at the eastern front of my property along the lane here. And you can see the darker hay in the back. I already planted gladiolas there, and there are a few popping up already. And then this hay is fresh hay that fell off the wagon, so to speak. And so I just scooped it up and put it in there, and that's where I'm going to plant the gladiolas, and then I'll probably cover that with some more hay. Yep, that's what I'm doing now. I just parted the hay, put the, I think it's called a corm, the gladiola corm, gladiola bulb, down on where the ground used to be. And now there's a couple inches here already, so I'm going to put another couple inches on top. Do the same thing I've done with the other gladiolas that all seem to be doing okay. And then I'll give it an initial watering if I can get the hose down here. And that should be good. Oh, my legs itch from the chiggers. Today's daily daylily update. And the patch out front, only 2. They've about petered out. And looks like, I don't know, half a dozen or so that still haven't bloomed yet. So, okay, let's look at the other patch. Oh, wait a minute. I haven't given a update on the climbing hyacinth and morning glories in a while. So it's probably hard to tell because it's just all green to you. But that you with the hay background is climbing hyacinth. To the left of it is the dead climbing hyacinth. So I think I planted 3 there and one of them made it, and that's why I planted 3 there. But it's made its way up to the top, and then I moved it over, and so it is it's going okay. And the morning glories have finally started to move. So I've got 2 there. One of them's already found the fence. And I got 2 down there, and one of them's already found the fence. And then that is also a climbing hyacinth, and that has found the fence. And then over there, 3, 4, 5 or 6 morning glories, and I think 3 or 4 of them have found the fence. So, yay! This should be a wall of green with potential flowery things, or at least purple bean hulls. Over here we just have 4 blooms today, and there are a few more buds yet to bloom, probably more than a dozen. So this one will probably keep going for a couple more days. And now that a lot of them are spent, I'm going to trim those off and see what happens. While I'm out here, might as well. That's the wildflower seed mixture, and it's green. I give it water, not much because I'm spraying from a distance, and I just, just enough. Cool. The zinnias are coming. The zinnias are coming. Is that what I'm going to name this video? I really like that orange one. I really like that orange one. Oh, and there's another reddish orange fire color down there. And then we got pink and purple and purple and purple and purple. And a little yellow one. Oh, and there's a couple orange ones and a white one. We got some pink. Another yellow one. And yeah, I need to start, once I see that they've got a side shoot, I will cut off these flower heads, and that will, especially on the, well, see, like the skinnier, like that one. That doesn't have any, well, yeah, it does have one side shoot coming out, so I guess I can trim that flower. But if they're too small and you chop off the head, you're basically just killing them. So having one of the shoots coming out. But these are not tall enough for cut flowers. Oh, that one might be. But this is how they start out. They'll start getting bigger, and I know one of these is called Cut and Come Again, and that's what you do with zinnias. Ooh, I think that one is, already got, are those different plants? I don't know. But the zinnias are coming. I showed you this yesterday. I've got a sunflower, and there are a couple more that are just itching to come out. And that one will probably be open tomorrow. In this garden bed, I have the Cosmos Bright Lights. And I still need to finish planting that little corner. But the seeds are coming up in, I'd say, over half of the open spaces that I've created. But these transplants are perking up nicely. And I have my first Bright Lights Cosmos. And it's orange. And it's wonderful. And there are 2, 3, 4, 5 more buds on that plant already. Ah. The sad thing is, I'm going to be cutting a lot of these flowers off right before they bloom. Maybe, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. But, yep. And I also want to point, there's a weed down there. I don't have very many of those. I do not have very many of those at all. So, That has been good. Okay, weed pressure. This is my sunflower garden bed. And there are a couple little weeds popping up here and there. Definitely on the outskirts. But for the most part, it is clean and, you know, very nice. Cosmos bed is the same way. There might be a handful of weeds over there. So, and that, yeah. I'll talk more about that in a later video. And while we're out here, do a little chicken update. It's, I don't know, 1:30. Chance of rain in the next couple hours according to the radar. And that would be very welcome as far as I'm concerned. But no issues at all. When I first let them out, there was a little bit of chasing. But I haven't seen or heard any type of disturbances since then. So yay. A while back I showed you footage of me dragging that big pallet thing into place. I don't think I showed me putting that one up, but it is now time to plant something in that spot. Let's go take a look at what I'm going to plant. Those are gourds. I've been teasing you a few times, calling them the mystery plants, but I know they are gourds. What type of gourd? What happened was I had this tub full of them in the back of my truck, and I forgot about them while it was raining. And so that's just a cat litter pan, so there's no drainage. So that it filled up with water, and they all, you know, floated and got knocked over and mixed around. And so I don't know which gourds are which. So yeah, there's that. I do know what the seeds were. I have a small fancy mix gourd and the large bottle gourd. Those are also used as the treehouse or bird feeder gourds, or I don't know. But so, and a third type of gourd I have in here are the seeds that Uncle Hoss sent me. Check out Uncle Hoss. He sent me a bag of loofah gourd seeds. So, and I can tell which ones are the, I used to be able to tell which ones are the loofah by the first the first leaves that they put out. I might be able to, it doesn't matter, they're all going to be growing in the same place anyway. So let's see, there are 8 of them, and then one has just sprouted out of nowhere. That was in a cup that I had left, and so I think I got 2 like that. So a total of 10, but we'll call it 8. And yeah, I'm going to put them over there. Okay, on the left there, you can kind of see where the cardboard ends and the weed starts. So I can plant, I think I'll plant 4 of them there. They can go up this side, and then over there, and then down and around and whatever. So I'll put 4 of them there. And then on the outside here, you can kind of see where the cardboard ends and the weeds begin. I'll put 4 along there, and they can climb up and over and around, and you know, that's assuming that they grow in the first place, and then it's assuming that they, you know, grow really healthy and long in the second place, and it's assuming that blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to plant them and see what happens. The idea for these gourds came from Doug and Ashley over and out in the country. Check them out. Yeah, they suggested gourds. They had, you know, watched my video about why I'm growing flowers instead of food. And I'd actually thought about gourds, but I know they, you know, they're vining and you have to have infrastructure for them to grow on. So I kind of written those off this year. But once they reminded me with their suggestion, I thought it was a great idea, because at that point I had those pallet things and I knew that there were more on the way. So that gave me the opportunity to grow the gourds, at least give them a try. And I know the bottle gourds, you can, well, you got to wait for them to dry out, and then you can empty them and turn them into like bird feeders. If they're big enough, you can turn them into bird houses. And the small fancy gourds are just small fancy gourds, I guess. Some people buy them for decorations, and who knows. And then the loofah gourds, well, those are used as sponges or whatever. Shower accessory items, but those also have to be dried out, and you have to do stuff with those. And I don't know, but I guess I can learn. I don't know if people would buy them and do that themselves, but I'll grow them and I'll figure it out later. A lot of time between here and there, and they actually have to be successful, and that's not a guarantee. So I'll learn that when I need to learn that. So thanks again, Doug and Ashley at Out in the Country, and I hope I do justice with your suggestion to grow some gourds. Okay, just in time. It's thundering, and we might get some rain. I hope we get some rain. That way I won't have to water them. But I got 4 gourds planted there. I know the end one is a loofah, the far end, and the front one I have no idea. There are 2 little seeds in there. And I put 1 in the middle, so that's 5. And then I've got 5 in here, and I don't know which is which, the small fancy, the loofah, or the bottle gourds. So they're in there, and we'll see if they grow. What's up, big guy? And see, number 2 is here. She's getting food. She's got access to water. It's all good so far. And everybody else is in the coop, probably because of the thunder. They might know better than we do. Is it gonna rain? Okay, so my sister is here helping again today. Here we've got what she was working on. And I had a big pile of stuff that's been sitting there since the last time she was here. And this is potential garage sale item-y stuff, and it's just better cleaned up and made ready for a garage sale in town than it is out here. So that is what she's been working on, and we're feeling a little sprinkle here and there. And that is going to be it for this Friday, because it's beautiful, wonderful, magnificent, nourishing rain. Oh yeah, and that's a giant wild lettuce. I've been meaning to show this, but I haven't been doing it. I'm just letting it grow for the fun of it. But that thing is a good, oh, it's got to be 8 feet tall at least. And I'm just letting it grow there because I got nothing better to do. But yeah, wild lettuce. Cool. And my sister is headed out because, yeah, it's raining. So, alright, that's going to be it from Bobblehead Homestead for this Friday. I am going to go, play outside in the rain without much on. True story. Take her easy, everybody. Bye, sister. Still Friday. It's about 7 o'clock. Just stopped raining, so I came out to check on the hens. They're all, and the rooster. I got one of those now too. They're all in the coop, and number 2, who spent, and Punky Brewster, both of them spent the day outside. It went better than I would have expected, so I think there's fog on the camera. Sorry about that. So yeah, all's good. Number 2 is not on the roost. She got back into the cage. I did not put the top on the cage, so that means I got to get up early in the morning before the sun comes up and open the door so that number 2, can escape once they all wake up in case they start picking on her or something. But no big deal. Just set my alarm and I'll take care of them in the morning. And with the little daylight, I've still got an hour of daylight. Don't know if it'll rain again. But I am going to go fill in some spots with seeds. Bachelor's buttons and cosmos. I had put seeds in empty spots, and not all of them have sprouted yet, so might as well put some more in there. Okay, hope everybody's having a great weekend, and take her easy. And Bob showed up. You might not be seeing a whole lot of Bob in the next however long. And it's nobody's fault. That's just how it is. It took me a long time for Bob to get comfortable with me. But with my sister coming out here, he's just not comfortable with her. So, like today he took off and I just now saw him again. So, yeah, sorry Bob. That's how it is. She loves cats. She'll scratch your head longer than I will. You'd like her if you just give her a chance. Okay, I'm gonna go put some seeds in the ground. Is it a toad or a frog? I have no idea the difference. Well, I mean, I know frogs are more water-based and toads are more land-based, but other than that, this is probably a toad, huh? Are you a toad? I see a lot of you around here. I mean, like every day I see 2 or 3 of you. You just go hopping around in front of me. Go eat some mosquitoes, please.